18.
It has begun. I will show you your worst nightmares. I will give you despair and death.
Alright, time to kick some ass.
Don't crap yourselves. He likes to kill demon things.
Not so fast!
That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Let's go for a walk, little chickie! Get lit! Back it up, first show!
I think we should split into 2 groups and cover more ground. Good idea.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick.
Go!
What evil lurks? I must destroy.
V, why don't you tell me everything about this job?
A powerful demon is about to resurrect, and we need your help, Dante.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to see this through.
And you need to see this through. Dante's war.
Come on, little puppy. I'll take you out for a walk.
Made it for Lady and she paid for it, so consider it a rental.
What's happening now?
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! Go! You're just dead weight!
Hi guys, welcome back to the Nexus Digital. This is another live stream. Today we are actually playing one of the most anticipated games of the year, Capcom's Devil May Cry 5. This has been a long time coming, and I am so excited to play it. Today we are playing the demo, which is available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One right now. So if you guys want to play it, get home tonight, check it out. It's really awesome. But for now, let's have some fun. Alright, let's just jump straight into it. Alright, so for everyone joining me in the chat today, what you can do is feel free to comment in the chat box. I will be answering any and all questions that you may have. Hi Glenn. Thank you. Alright. So once again, this demo is available right now, and you can play it on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which will give you a hint towards the final game, releasing on March 8th. Let's jump into it. So one thing though, Devil May Cry 5 was first announced last year at Microsoft's E3 2018 conference, and a lot of people were excited because this was a return to form for the series. You know, it brought back the classic Dante, not the Ninja Theory one, and Nero's back, hopefully Virgil as well.
Alright, guess I'm walking then.
Yo, check it out.
What? This is?
From Morrison. I think it's his manifesto.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, Devil May Cry 5 is bringing in a new mechanic. It's called the Devil Breaker. This is Nero's new arm that he gets to use within gameplay. For anyone who's seen the reveal trailer, Nero does get his arm ripped off. So in its place, he gets a mechanical arm, and there's a lot of different functionalities to it. And this is all made by Nico, which we just saw in that intro cutscene over there. So she'll be our kind of shop to go to when we need new Devil Breaker arms. Hey Keegan, welcome to the stream. So I just want to ask you guys in the chat, what's your favorite Devil May Cry game? I know Glenn already said he's been a fan of the series since 3, but I'd like to hear your opinions because I have a feeling this one is going to be something special. Alright, let's get into it. The first thing I must say is wow. This is quite a bump up in graphics from Devil May Cry 4, which was the last mainline game in the series. Well, not with counting Ninja Theory's Devil May Cry 4, sorry. Technically, I wouldn't even count it as a canon game in the series because Ninja Theory does have a knack for, I guess, sort of doing their own thing, so that wasn't really tied to the main game so much. Alright, the first Devil Breaker we got is this like cool electricity thing. I'm loving it. Alright. So Capcom spent about 5 years actually making this game, and it really shows because the graphical fidelity on this is insane. I mean, the textures on Nero's jacket, his facial features, everything just has this amazing quality to it. Alright, let's try this. Oh yeah. One thing that the Devil May Cry series always does so well is the fact that, you know, the combat is just so satisfying. It's really, really stylish. And I absolutely adore this. Also, for anyone noticing, the soundtrack right now is pretty amazing. It's a song Devil Trigger, which is done by Casey and Ali Edwards. I recommend you go give this song a listen. It's on iTunes right now. It's pretty insane. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm loving it. Alright. You know, this was actually like a little nod to Devil May Cry 3 in case, like, most people don't know, Dante actually rode a rocket in after the Cerberus fight. So I think that was a really cool thing they added that they didn't need to, but it's there. So Rob's asking, why are devils possibly crying? Because I'm kind of hitting them in the face with a sword, dude. I know it's not the preferred thing that everyone wants to hear when the Devil May Cry, but really the whole point of it is, you know, You go around and you slay demons. But the origin of that term comes from devil may care, which is, I just found out this morning, quite an old phrase. That's where the title Devil May Cry actually comes from. It's play on the words. Wow. Alright. Can I attack you? The orb system is back as well, but I mean, a lot of people have been saying things about how the microtransactions might work, and I don't think it's going to affect the gameplay that much. But Capcom did say that it would be fairly balanced. So hopefully we don't have to spend, you know, additional money to actually get like cool weapons, cool items. Hopefully it's all stuff that you can earn in-game without too much of a grind. So these starting enemies are basically like glorified punching bags. I'm just gonna really just have fun with this. So far, it seems like I'm starting off pretty early on in the game, so I don't have that many abilities with me right now. But I guess this is good for a starting play right now. Tex is asking, you mentioned we sometimes get unlocks by playing the betas and demos. Does the DMC5 demo unlock stuff? As far as I know, it does not. This does not have anything to do with the main game. So if you're keen on like getting like cool items and stuff by playing this demo, it's unfortunately not going to get you anything special for the main game, but it will give you an idea of the combat, what you can expect in the game, and I think just looking at Nero's really sweet hairstyle, I am loving this. You know, like in the trailer it kind of says cheer up crew cut. Welcome Tyler, and yes, video game graphics these days are next level. I mean, it is insane. Considering they actually had about 5 years to make this game, I'd say this is a pretty good indication of, you know, Capcom hitting it out of the park with Resident Evil 2 and then coming to Devil May Cry 5. A game that looks this good is just insane. Alright, I'm actually liking this new mechanic with the Devil Breaker because it really incentivizes different kinds of playstyles. One thing you can do is just maybe go in and play the traditional Devil May Cry way where you just slash enemies up, or you can just use this Devil Breaker. And I'm sorry, this is furniture. I'm going to destroy everything in this room, forgive me. And it just so happens, as I destroy some furniture, demons decide to pop up and say, you know what, we are demons from hell, but we just don't like the fact that you are destroying our very expensive mahogany. Sorry, that hurts, huh? So obviously Devil May Cry is a very hack and slash game, and you're going to be seeing a lot of hacking and a lot of slashing naturally. But it's also a kind of, I don't know, continuation of the series in its, you know, spiritual form. You get Devil May Cry starting with, you know, bringing, I think spearheading the whole genre of hack and slash. And then you have this, which is just like, you know, hack and slash games aren't dead. They didn't die in the 2000s. They're still very much alive, and I am loving it. You know, just bring back this genre of game. I know Bayonetta 3 is coming out, and I am also really keen to play that, but we just haven't had good hack and slash games like this in the mainstream much. And I have an A. That is the first A I've ever gotten in the game. Yeah, Gigan, you're right. The Devil Breaker thing is a really cool mechanic that they brought into the game. Just excuse me while I bash everything in this room. So chronologically, I just want to talk about the story a bit of Devil May Cry because people are confused where Devil May Cry 5 actually takes place. So this happens after Devil May Cry 2. So the games are actually told out of chronological order. And Devil May Cry 5 is the latest game in the series. So chronologically, if you do want to play the story of the game, it's Devil May Cry 3, which is the first game. Then it's Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 4, and then Devil May Cry 2. You should get up to speed on all the games once you play through those in chronological order. I actually don't know why I'm doing this, but it's so fun. Anyway, let's move on. Oh wow. You see, the fact that tentacles are popping up everywhere sort of reminds me of Devil May Cry 3 when Temenigru actually came out of the ground, the big castle. Air combat is a lot more refined in this. It just feels so good to just juggle opponents in the air. Ah, beautiful. Drop a parasitic Nidhogg hatching into a demon tree root in your path to proceed forward. Look for the hatchling somewhere nearby. So this is an interesting spin on Devil May Cry. Is usually you didn't have to find these like items and stuff to progress the story, but I guess you do now. As far as boss fights go, I'm not sure what DMC5 holds for us, but I'm predicting some really cool stuff because... Is this the hatchling thing? Yes, it is. Keegan says this game has really huge Devil May Cry 3 vibes with a hint of 4. I agree. I think the 4 comes from the fact that we are playing as Nero. Well, it seems like I've got the hatching thing. Now I gotta go find out where to put this baby. There we go. It's really basic puzzle solving in the beginning, but you know, it's puzzle solving nonetheless. And I feel smart for just finding one item and putting it in somewhere. Please open up, sir. It's so disgusting, but I love it.
Not gonna lie.
One thing also, people are confused as to why Dante is so old in this game. Dante does age. Since he is not just a full-on god, he's actually a demigod. It means that Dante does age, not as gracefully as, you know, demons do, but he does age, which explains why he's so old right now. I had no idea this game took place in London.
Guess the phone still works.
Took you long enough, dumbass. What happened to the third ring room? Tell you what, you call me from now on, and I'll hustle on over.
You can call Nico's trailer, where you can trade red orbs for skills and items. Any telephone you find is a chance to call Nico. Okay, so this is kind of like the statues that you can find in the previous games, but this time it's like you just call the phone and she shows up in a really bulletproof truck. I must say this is quite in-depth for a Devil May Cry game. So I'm just going to buy the air hike, because this is like a must for anyone starting out Devil May Cry. And it seems like I can't afford anything else right now. Or I can, maybe? So the Overture seems like a general purpose devil breaker, blows enemies away with an electric blast, or thrusts it into foes and detonates it from a distance. That might be useful, I'm going to buy one of those. I'm not sure if you can only equip one Devil Breaker at a time, but it seems that way, and maybe future upgrades will allow you to do that. So Gebera is a mobile Devil Breaker letting you cancel attacks with shockwaves or fire a converged beam of powerful energy. That might be useful as well. I'm just going to buy it. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to buy all of these Devil Breakers. The punchline runs rampant, offering powerful strikes and flying rocket punches. You can even mount it to move around. Definitely buying. And oh, you can actually buy in bulk. I should have done that in the first place. Anyway. So now that we're done with Miko's shop, it's about time we just go out and see if we can maybe find our first boss fight, hopefully. Just keep in mind I have not played the demo yet, so this is my first time actually playing it. Tech says DMC 1 and 3 are still my fave. Yeah, 3 generally I think is everyone's favorite. It is the most critically acclaimed game in the series. Oh, I believe 1 is, but a lot of people seem to agree 3 is the best game in the series. Hi Vincent, welcome. Thanks for joining me, and I am just about 15 minutes into Devil May Cry 5.
Somebody call a doctor?
I wasn't expecting any survivors.
Oh, a boss fight. I called it.
Sorry to disappoint you. Hey, you happen to see a guy around here? About this big, uses a cane? I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
Your blood is a very precious sacrifice. Eating you would do me no good. I must have every last drop to rule the underworld as king.
I don't know. I mean, you're a big guy and all, but it's more like a knuckle-scrapping fart in the wind than anything else. Yeah, no offense.
I shall show you the wrath of the mighty.
Oh boy, this fight's gonna be fun. I am guessing we should avoid that.
Cool trick. Hey, do you do parties?
Incandescent Colossus. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah, maybe I will. Sorry, I'm about to kill you.
I'm just gonna hit your belly until you like fall down, dude. I'm sorry, no offense. And if Dark Souls taught me anything, is to stay on his butt. Wow. Alright, so this is kind of an evolving boss fight where he's gonna knock you through a few stages. And you can actually also use the environment to his advantage, which is, I really like that mix-up. I'm sorry for poking you really hard. Okay, this is just making the fight a little bit more ridiculous. Ooh. It looks like I got caught in his belly? Okay. That was cool. That was kind of cool. I'm gonna admit. I wonder if you can actually lead him outside here. Let's try that. Kill it with Igni. Trust me, I am trying. I wonder if you have healing items in this. Does not seem like I have one. Alright, where's Dark Souls is? Oh, that is so great. This guy has sass. Okay, I've entered phase, I don't know, 17 of this guy's form. Alright. Okay, he's changing up his movesets. Going for more Street Fighter combos. This guy doesn't seem so tough, but I don't want to jump to conclusions because I am...
Says a mere team. How about we wrap this?
You know, that's not very effective in this situation right now. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. back to the hacking and slashing. This is kind of like Bloodborne on steroids, but you know, it's a hack and slash game, and I don't think Bloodborne was really a hack and slash, even though you did hack and slash technically at a lot of things. So it's a very predictable moveset he has, which, okay, as I say that I get hit, but wow! I am sorry, dude. For a first boss fight though, this guy is not really that bad. What? Okay. I almost walked into that. Wow. I have no idea what stage this guy is in, that's why I'm playing it really safe right now. You missed.
You're eating garbage now? That's a weird taste.
And gone. That really wasn't that challenging of a fight. I guess it's the first boss fight in the game. This guy is decently challenging. I mean, it forces you to get used to your movesets, so... Oh, please give me at least a B, because this is my first time playing. Okay, I'm happy with that. Not quite the A, but I'm happy with it. I did a lot of running around. Devil May Cry is back. Would that be the end of the demo? That is the end of the demo. Wow. Alright. Well, thanks a lot guys for tuning in. That was a surprisingly short demo, but I hope it gave you a really good idea of what you can expect in Devil May Cry 5. This game looks amazing. It feels amazing to play, and the graphics are just out of this world. I mean, as you can see, Capcom really did their work on this. I am so excited to see what else the game has in store. But speaking of in store, we are having a sale on Devil May Cry 5. It comes out on March 8th, 2019 for PS4, Xbox One and PC. If you want to pre-order your copy, head over to the Nexus, and you can do so. We have the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. But as always guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button and click the notification icon if you want to get more updates on live streams. See you guys.